Actor Khushbu Sundar, after being earlier with the DMK, then with the Congress party, has now officially joined the BJP. She in fact came out with a tweet last evening where she said that change was the need of the hour. In fact, after joining BJP, her first words have been that over the time I have realized the country needs somebody like the Prime Minister to take the country forward in the right direction. The same Khushbu who just days ago was tweeting in favor of Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi Vadra as they had confrontation with the UP police. Now those pictures on your screen talking about how she was finally taken in the BJP. Inviting her in were Anurag Thakur and Sampit Patra of the BJP. So that's the latest. After being in the Congress party for over 6 years, since 2014 to be precise, Khushbu has now joined the BJP. Let's go across to Sam Daniel now, joining us with the latest. Sam, at this point, we do know, in fact, Khushbu came out with a long resignation letter as well, which was addressed to Sonia Gandhi, where she talked about a suppression that was an alleged suppression that was taking place of her ideas within the Congress party. That's the reason, she says, why she has now joined the BJP. Now, she flew down to the capital early this morning, and now there, starting in a brand new innings in politics under the BJP banner. That is now Khushbu Sundar, officially part of the BJP.
Respected Raviji.
Sam Daniel now joins us for more. Sam, her first words are that she's realized over some time that the country needs to move in a direction, and the direction is best defined by Prime Minister Modi. Just a few days ago, you were reminding us that she was tweeting in favor of Rahul Gandhi.
That's right. She is speaking the BJP language now that she has formally joined the...
And she has praised Prime Minister, saying that he is being seen as the hope for the country by millions of people across the world, across the country. And she has not given any other details in terms of what made her come out of the Congress almost after 6 years. Of course, she has given her statement, but the BJP is quite upbeat about the developments, particularly in Tamil Nadu, which would go for elections in 8 months. And the state BJP does not have a charismatic leader, and they hope Khushbu's entry would help them change the public perception about the BJP in the state where the party has very marginal, negligible presence. This also comes at a time when the alliance between the ruling AIADMK and the BJP has come under a strain. There are murmurs of the AIADMK not very keen on continuing the alliance for the state elections, particularly after suffering a huge defeat in the last Lok Sabha election. And this also comes at a time when there is speculation that the BJP could actually tactically support Rajinikanth if he decides to launch his party and enter the fray just before the assembly election. And in that context, they hope that Khushbu will be able to help mobilize more support on the ground in Tamil Nadu. Over the last few weeks, they've been taking many other people, including a former IPS officer. Even today, besides Khushbu, a former journalist also has joined the BJP. And Khushbu is a former star, has a huge following. Many years ago, when she was the peak of her career, fans even built a temple in her honor. And all those things the BJP hopes will help them. But the Congress in Tamil Nadu says Khushbu's exit will not cause any dent for the party, saying that it shows her level of commitment to any particular party. And many also points out that Khushbu has been the DMK in the past for 4 years, latest with joining the Congress, spent again for 6 years, but the Congress did not really reward her in any way.
Right.
Her position did not go beyond being the national spokesperson of the Congress party, and that's what many feel could have led to the disillusionment. Although the DMK-Congress alliance swept polls in the last Lok Sabha polls, neither did the party give her a ticket or consider her case, or did they elevate her to the Rajya Sabha. And now we'll have to wait and see whether any kind of promise has been made by the BJP in terms of giving her a kind of a position, either making her an MP in the Rajya Sabha or things like that.